Yeah, it just kicked us off for some reason, and we're all getting back on right now. So if we can just hold on for just a second.
Where were we?
We just agreed. We were done.
Oh, we done?
No.
Okay.
John, do we need to take a roll call again, or are we?
Yeah. Kathleen, you back at your desk now?
Yes, I am.
All right, so want to kind of take a roll. I think make sure everybody's on mute, please. All right. All right, Mr. Chair, I believe we have the roll call to reconvene.
All right. Second verse, same as the first. Please proceed.
I'm sorry, what are we doing?
We're going to do a roll call to make sure that everybody is back.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Staff sent an email out. I don't know if everybody got that or not.
Hi, this is Lynn Keenan from Hampton. I'm able to join by phone, but I can't get in on the WebEx.
Oh, okay. Kathleen?
Yes, I was just creating a second roll call sheet. I'm getting ready to share.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Wait a second. Okay, Troy Eisenberger,
Here.
Carol Rizio,
Present.
Ann Ducci Ortiz, Lynn Keenan,
Here.
Jamie Oliver,
Here.
Paul Holt,
Here.
Lisa Simpson,
Present.
Brian Stilley,
Here.
Robert Brown, Debbie Mangiaracina,
Here.
Carl Jackson,
Here.
James Wright, Beth Lewis, Michael Johnson, Robert Lewis, LJ Hansen, David Jarman,
Here.
Bill Poulin, Katie Shannon, Carolyn Murphy,
Here.
Jim Cross,
Here.
Keisha Branch, Barb Creel,
Here.
Josh Moore, Tiffany Dubinsky, Todd Hallisey,
Here.
Sonia Holmes-Ponton, Eric Stringfield,
Here.
Barb Nelson, Barb Nelson,
Here. Did you get that?
yes, I did, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Just going back up to a couple no's who were here, Katie Shannon,
Yes, hi. I'm just sorry, I was driving home. So yes, I am here on via the phone.
okay, thank you. Sonia Holmes-Ponton, and Robert Lewis. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome back, everyone. We've been talking about adding in the two projects to Suffolk and one for Hampton. The question I have for the addition for the one for Hampton, adding the 1.6 to year two, does that put us within the window for funding for year two?
I mean, I'm not sure what we can actually do for $100,000. So I think that is kind of hard for us to figure out what to do in year one, but I think if we can at least get on there, that's beneficial to us.
Yeah,
It would be a really hard thing if we have to show on the front end funding that at all with our own funds to make up for it.
Well, and I believe it will allow you, if you have some existing surplus funds, to transfer in from completed projects as well.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not sure what your capacity for that is.
This is Angela Rico with Newport News. Also, just keep in mind too, if you are planning on putting your surplus funds from old projects onto another project, not this one, then it's not really beneficial to include it at this time.
Okay.
Such as your ATS project.
So I guess question to Lynn, is this something that you'd want to create the project now with 100,000 or hold off till some, future cycle where you could get more funding put on it?
I mean, I think from us, our concern would be that it didn't score that well this round, and I don't know that I'm convinced that it would score any better in the next round. So, but again, $100,000 is really not gonna do much. So I think in the interest of the balance, it would probably be better to leave it off.
All right. All right, everyone, we sit at a $200,000 reserve. I think for the interest of moving forward in the time, I'm content with the balance that we're showing and with being able to fund a number of projects and have some capacity in the next couple of years to add additional projects. Does anyone have further comment or discussion on the sheets as they lay?
Mr. Chair, just a question. It was brought up that if smart scale funding becomes available, will we still reevaluate this list and be able to redistribute some funding, or would this be a final recommendation?
For this would be a final recommendation. We'd be able to shift things in the year 2, year 3 set, and it would open up additional capacity for new projects in the next cycle. Or if some of them, like you took a partial funding now, we have a capacity to fully funding half, that sort of thing. Any other discussion? Anyone like to make a motion?
This is Jamie with Owl.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Go ahead, Jamie.
I'm sorry. I would just like to request, is it possible for SIPSA to get their estimate updated before this goes to the TPO board so that their correct estimate is reflected in the list, since we are putting money on that project moving forward?
That would be an amendment and a board action separately first.
And John, this is Paul again. So I'd like to see that project re-ranked too in the new cost estimate, because I think you had indicated earlier in the conversation that its current ranking was based on what the cost estimate is currently showing. So feels like if this is going to continue to move forward next year, or at least ask for additional funding, we'd want to see how that would rank out compared to all the others, given that we set a pretty high priority on the ranking system here.
Right, and we can certainly address that, but we would need to do another model run on that. We could certainly update that. I don't think it will change the overall ranking that much.
This is Debbie from the City of Norfolk. We do have concerns about the SIPSA project. We would like to have further discussions on this regarding the implications on funding it in further years.
Yeah, I think given the amount of money that project's going to need, I have concerns over emptying the well, and we have the unique opportunity in this organization, this body, to modify and adjust how much funding we place on individual projects through every cycle. And it's not quite as much of the ship something off to Richmond or to Washington, D.C. and see what you get back. So I would encourage the committee to stay interested in the future for funding allocation. Do we have any further discussion or action for the 2 funding plans? All right, hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
Paul Hope moves approval.
Motion to have a second.
Carolyn Murphy from Williamsburg.
Thank you, ma'am. I have a motion and a second to have discussion on the motion. All right, hearing none, we'll move forward with a roll call vote.
WebEx. Enter your access code or meeting number followed by pound.
Troy,
Yes.
Enter
Troy
your
Eisenberger,
Yes.
word followed by pound.
Earl Sorey,
Since I'm the city's primary board member for SIPSA, I'm going to abstain from this vote.
Carol Rizzio, Carol Rizzio,
Yes.
Lynn Keenan,
Yes.
Jamie Oliver,
Yes.
Paul Holt,
Yes.
Lisa Simpson,
Yes.
Brian Stilley,
Yes.
Debbie Mandrasina,
Yes.
Carl Jackson,
Yes.
David Jarman,
Yes.
Katie Shannon,
Yes.
Carolyn Murphy,
Carolyn Murphy, yes.
Tim Cross,
Yes.
Barb Creel,
Yes.
Todd Howsey,
Yes.
Eric Stringfield,
Yes.
Barb Nelson,
Yes.
motion passes.
Robert Lewis, the city of Suffolk, also votes yes.
Okay, you are back with us. Yeah, it's not going to work that way. Okay, well, I'll just put you in and then I'll change it later.
All right, thank you all for through that. 9. Old new business. John, I believe earlier in the meeting we were discussing something we'd have to add on at the end. Did I imagine that? All right. I must imagine it. Anybody else have an old new business for the group? Hearing none, we'll stand adjourned and enjoy the rest of the day and next weekend.
Hey,
Brian, can I
Mr.
just
Taylor,
ask him?
this is it.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask if John or Jeff could send out the finalized spreadsheet that was approved to everyone.
Certainly.
I was
Thank
creating
you.
the PDFs while Kathleen was taking the vote.
You're a step in front of me.
All right, Eric, you have something?
My same concern. Thank you.
All right. Fantastic.
So can we get the slides that Todd presented?
Yeah, we'll get all those posted, Robert.
All right, last call. All right, thank you.